I'm going to make this short, sweet, and snappy because I don't want you guys to have to watch through a 10-minute video on gloves. So yeah, these are nylon gloves, PU coated from the palm all the way up to the fingertip and just over the top of the fingertip as well. I absolutely love these gloves. These are so versatile and tactile. You can honestly use them for almost any job out there. They have some incredible features, such as they are cut resistant. Not a single mark. They are puncture resistant. I will say minorly puncture resistant. I can feel that just on the inside of the glove. Any more than that and it would pierce the glove. They are abrasion resistant. And I'll use paracord to give you an example of that. And you'll be able to see that by the streaks there. So you can see the PU coating has just started to come off a little bit there. These gloves are also tear resistant. They're slightly weaker towards the front, so the front section of where the hand is. So that's the only place where you could probably tear them if you were really trying to. Okay, furthermore, these gloves are not fireproof. That's not what they're designed for. They are, however, fire resistant, which to me is the prized quality of these gloves. They can withstand flame for up to, at best, a couple of seconds. So if you need to pick up searing hot metal, say like your canteen or your mug, out of a campfire, you can quite literally do so. You have to be quite quick about it. There is a bit of skill involved because it can burn, but it does give you that extra second or two of being able to transition one thing from the campfire to outside the campfire, and vice versa. So I'll give you an example of what the flame will do. So it will eventually burn through. Do bear that in mind. It will eventually burn through, and the PU coating will slightly start to melt and come off as well, but it will give you some minor heat resistance. Okay. However, like I said, any longer than 2 seconds, and you got a bit of a problem. Okay. So be very careful with these gloves. The last thing you want is to have searing hot, melted plastic on your hands. I have been there. It's not particularly pleasant. So make sure that you carry some burn gel, or at the very least some antiseptic cream with you, just in case of that. There's not a lot more to tell you about these gloves, save from the fact that if you do happen to do something like that, duct tape is an incredibly valuable thing. Even just the ability to cover up a hole will mean that you massively reduce the temperature loss that comes out of these gloves. So if you're in the middle of winter and you're using these gloves, then make sure you've got some duct tape with you just in case you do get any cuts or holes. Now the last thing I will mention is that it's well worth the investment for the sake of £1 or £2 just to get an additional pair of gloves. And I mean thin woolly ones, not the same ones as these. Thin woolly gloves that you can find at like a convenience store. Because if you're able to just slip those gloves over the top of this one, then you've got a pair of gloves that can do you the bare minimum for winter and will still maintain a degree of tactile ability. These gloves are on Amazon. I think you can get roughly within the range of about 10 gloves for £10. And yeah, given that they wear and tear so easily, but you get so many pairs online, they're incredibly useful just for that. You know, as soon as you go through one pair of gloves, that's fine, because you know you've got several pairs left to go. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy using these gloves, they honestly, they've made camping for me an absolute dream. There's so many jobs out there that you really need gloves for, but you just can't find the right pair, and so on and so on and so on. Just cut a long story short, buy several pairs of these and you're golden. Okay. Stay safe out there, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.